Hey guys, it's me, back with the stories in the day. I've been bad with COVID, so I've hardly been coming on. So, yeah, a quick story. I was, obviously I'm from Stockton, I lived there for a long time. And there was a lot of girls were getting sexually assaulted and raped in the vicinity, and mainly the Thornaby area being Stockton. And it went on, I think it was, I can't remember what year it was, I think it was 2000 something. And it went on for a while. Anyway, the police were looking for him, he was in the paper, couldn't catch him. And he'd go in with a bally on, gloves on and everything. And he was raping women. I think it was 4 women he raped and 2 he sexually assaulted. So the cops were looking for him anyway. Anyone had information, obviously you would tell the police. I don't care, it's not grassing and things like that. When people are raping women and things like that, children, they want fucking beaten up and thrown in the police station. So anyway, there was people looking all about, everyone was keeping an eye out and all this type of stuff. So anyway, what happened is, he was a taxi driver. And what he was doing, he was going picking, say, a woman up, taking her home. And he'd take her home, and he was saying, "Oh, what are you doing? Have a nice day." And he was a Pakistani taxi driver. I won't say which firm. And he was doing this. It went on for about 6 months or maybe longer, I'm not sure. He got caught. And Scrappy's just come in. And he didn't get caught for ages. So what happened is he's gone in the house, he's raped one girl, it's gone in the paper, and he's gone in another house, raped another girl, the same MO all the time. He's gone through the back door, got them in the kitchen, or he's gone through the back door and got them while they were asleep on the settee or whatever. And what had happened, he was finding out their MO by dropping them off. And he'd asked them all the questions. "Oh, where do you live? And do you live on your own? Are you married?" And blah, blah. "You must be married," and all that, all the bullshit to find out what the MO was in the house. And he'd go around the house and check it out, and come back round the houses later on. They found out, he'd come back and look through the windows and where the doors were, and if she was not married and things like that. So he was doing like an MO, like a proper stalker, proper serial rapist he was. And this went on for ages. Anyway, one day he went in the house in Thornaby, and I knew the lad, he's a bodybuilder. It was his missus, and she got dropped off, and he broke his MO. He went straight. He said, "Oh yeah, my husband's at work today." She said, blah 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 blah. She said, "I'm just going to have a bit of something to eat, clean up a little bit, wait for him coming." I think he comes in at 6 o'clock, just for instance. I'm not exactly sure what time. So anyway, he's heard all this, obviously, and he's come back round about 10 minutes later. Had put the taxi around the other end of the corner where he just put it. Must have walked round, and it was late night, but like 4 or 5 o'clock. But by 4 o'clock it was dark night. It gets dark then. So he goes going in. He's gone in the house with a bally on, and he's gone through the living room way, through the kitchen way, but her husband's in the living room and he's on the settee asleep. So he's gone in, and she started screaming, so he's running, the lad, big lad, he's got him in a fucking headlock, and he's running him around on the floor, and she's just screaming like the woman, like panicking. Anyway, he's got out the door and he's done a run. He was really strong, stocky, and he gave that ID to the police that was in the paper. So they were looking for this photo fit and everything. So then he did another one, and anyway, the one cop was dead smart. He realised every one of them, because one of them would go on to get a taxi, and then he might not rape them for like 4 weeks. So he was very clever what he was doing. So he'd leave it 4 or 5 weeks, so they wouldn't, "What have you done the last week?" They'd ask her. They wouldn't ask like a month. And then it worked out somehow. They found out through the taxi. I can't remember exactly how they found out. Anyway, they found out it was this bloke. Anyway, they caught the fucker and arrested him, remanded him. They picked him out the lineup and everything. They got him on his DNA. They found the bally and everything in his house. A lot. They got him, and he was arrested. And he was going to court. But two of the girls, who were my mate's missus, they were scared to go to court because they had to come out. She didn't dare go to the house. They were petrified. They ended up staying in the house for months and months, some of them. And the other 4 girls, they got an escort off the police, but they didn't want to go with the police. So I had to go with the lad, my mate. I said, "I'll go with you." And we went with the girls. He'd pick me up with them two. I'd go with them, go to court, drop them in the court so they were safe. And then they'd phone me when they were giving evidence and say, I think it went on for a couple of weeks, the trial, and I had to keep going back. So I'd come back down on my own in the car, in my car, somebody else driving me, drop me off there, and then he'd take my car back because he'd followed us back, and I would go back with the girl and the husband and make sure she was safe. She's petrified, and I'd done that until when he finally got convicted. He got 6 life sentences for rape. Never get out, but yeah, just another little good deed I did in the day to help the girls. But it was everyone knew about it in Thornaby, it was everywhere. But just the story in the day with the tax man.